Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Go now, 18 Gator.
No running now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
The doubt of the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Noted it.
Allen hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
90 Wolf.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. And he's got it. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On play action, Allen taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll look to throw here. zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Go now, 30 base.
To throw on 2nd down. Bean, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And all the way in for Cincinnati score. Nicole Hardman, 35 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Give them 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 16-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This quarterback now a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Bean. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist.
Off the play fake. Bean. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
And he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Bean. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. And he's going to go down again. Devin White, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And taken right on the 30. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. And they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. There's Coleman. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Bridgewater. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
But no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school where I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the 2nd half. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Nicole Hardman ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry taking it in, and the Jaguars have retaken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him, and say, all right.
And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver is able.
Here we go. It's the outlaw. Hey, foxtrot.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep up. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bean escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field,
So after the INT, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Now Bridgewater. And his throw here is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 50, check 50.
Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Bridgewater to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly